Wow, okay. Well, that happens.
It happens? How many Santas do you know? It never happened to me.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors that return to Disney roles.
My hair, it's so high and my dress is so low. And of course I want that dress to be made of rags. People like me always do.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best times that performers came back to play characters that live in the Mouse House. Which of these actors were you happy to see return? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Kyla Pratt as Penny Proud, The Proud Family and The Proud Family Louder and Prouder. The original run of The Proud Family was funny and had great characters.
Stop all that whining, girl. Your name is Proud, not Punk.
But most importantly, its strong focus on a black family made it a vital show for many kids growing up. At its core was Kyla Pratt as Penny Proud, a teen doing her best to deal with her over-the-top relatives and troublesome but lovable friends.
Man, this place is so much fun! I'm coming here every week! Oh!
Penny Proud, how dare you go to a nightclub and with boys? You are in big trouble, young lady.
The Proud Family ran for 4 years on Disney Channel before coming to a close with a TV movie. Throughout every appearance, Pratt always made Penny feel real and relatable. Thankfully, she and the majority of the original cast returned for the revival, The Proud Family Louder and Prouder. Pratt's energy and enthusiasm for the character can still be felt.
Maybe we can hang out after school. I could give you the tea on what's up around here. A penny, is it? Yeah, I don't drink the tea.
Number 9. Billy Crystal and John Goodman as Mike and Sully, Monsters, Inc., Monsters University, and Monsters at Work. There are a lot of elements that made Monsters, Inc. work so well. The main secret to the success of the franchise is the fantastic chemistry between Billy Crystal and John Goodman.
I'm telling you, Big Daddy, you're going to be seeing this face on TV a lot more often.
Yeah, like on Monstropolis' Most Wanted.
You've been jealous of my good looks since the 4th grade, pal.
Crystal's eccentric Mike played so wonderfully against Goodman's grounded Sully. We could watch them for hours. Thankfully, Pixar and Disney obliged. The duo reunited 12 years after the original for 2013's Monsters University.
Where are you going? We're training.
I'm a Sullivan.
That's not enough. You're all over the place. You're charging ahead when you need to...
You tell them what to do, but not me. So long, Coach.
Crystal and Goodman fell right back into their characters while exploring how they'd become such good friends. After going back, they also reprised their roles for the Disney Plus series Monsters at Work. The demand is still high to see these monstrous pals hang out.
Come on, we need to get you to the scare floor.
Laugh floor.
Laugh floor, right. And we're gonna need to find a couple of hundred more funny monsters.
Plus, we're going to need a new slogan.
Number 8. Raven Simone as Raven Baxter, That's So Raven, and Raven's Home. For 4 seasons, Raven Simone wowed us and made us laugh in equal measure as teen psychic Raven Baxter.
But you only called on me when I did not know the answer. And I know why. Because you have more fun embarrassing us than teaching us. And trust me, the whole class got my back on this one right here.
She filled every episode with delightful hijinks, physical comedy, and a bunch of ridiculous disguises. That's So Raven was one of Disney Channel's biggest hits in its heyday. After appearing in one episode of another spin-off, Cory in the House, Raven Simone returned to the role a decade after That's So Raven ended. Raven's Home follows the psychic, now a single mother of 2 children.
Why are you wearing a bathing suit? Little trick I picked up in 6th grade gym class. Keeps everybody from seeing my bits and pieces.
Since one of them inherits her powers, even more hijinks ensue. Fans have enjoyed watching her navigate this next chapter in life, and as a bonus, she wasn't alone. Several cast members, including Annalisa Vanderpool, also reprised their roles.
If you accidentally set the toaster on fire, let me hear you say woo woo. Woo. Chelsea, did you kill my toaster? Woo woo.
Number 7. Amy Adams as Giselle, Enchanted and Disenchanted. Amy Adams has received praise for her dramatic work for years. Additionally, she showed she's just as capable in a lighthearted role with Disney's Enchanted.
I'm very tired, and I'm scared. I've never been this far away from home before, and I'm not sure at all where I am. If somebody could show me just a bit of kindness, a friendly hello, or even a smile, I'm sure that would lift my spirits so much.
Giselle is a stereotypical Disney princess transported to the real-world New York City by an evil queen. Thanks to this fish-out-of-water plot, Adams had a lot of room to flex her comedic chops.
And I'm afraid nobody's been very nice to me.
Yeah, well, welcome to New York.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, you sure you're all right?
Oh, yes.
You need me to call somebody for you?
Well, I don't think they'd hear you from here.
She made Giselle incredibly easy to like and root for. After fans craved a sequel for years, it finally came in the form of 2022's Disenchanted. Although the sequel as a whole wasn't as positively received as the original, Adams as Giselle was still a definite high point.
And you can bet we'll finally get our happily ever after.
If she ever wants to return for a third outing, we'll be ready. Number 6. Jeff Bridges as Kevin Flynn, Tron and Tron Legacy. Tron distinguished itself among classic Disney movies with its unique concept and groundbreaking visuals. Jeff Bridges plays Kevin Flynn, a software engineer who's sucked into a digital world and must escape.
You're, guest of the Master Control program.
Oh, great.
They're gonna make you play video games.
Tron became a cult classic after its debut in 1982. Decades later, the studio released Tron Legacy. After Kevin Flynn goes missing in the grid, his son Sam tries to find his dad within the digital world.
How did you get in here?
I got your message.
Oh, so it's just you?
Disney wisely brought Bridges back to play Flynn in a supporting role. The actor also played the film's villain, Clue. This digital program stole Flynn's likeness with plans to take over the real world. Watching Bridges pull double duty and reprise a classic role was awesome.
I took the system to its maximum potential. I created the perfect system. The thing about perfection is that it's unknowable. It's impossible, but it's also right in front of us all the time.
Number 5. Tim Allen as Scott Calvin, the Santa Claus franchise. 1994's The Santa Claus is a Christmas classic for innumerable families. After accidentally causing Santa's death, Scott Calvin unknowingly takes up the mantle and is forced to do the job.
What does that mean? It means you put on the suit, you're the big guy.
Tim Allen brought his signature humor to the role. Since the movie was a sizable hit for Disney, Allen went on to reprise the role for 2 sequels in 2002 and 2006, respectively. Unfortunately, the third movie was not well received.
Look, I'm not evoking the escape clause. I made a commitment.
It seemed like the franchise would end on a sour note. However, Disney revitalized the franchise with the Disney Plus series The Santa Clauses.
I'm Santa Claus. Lactose intolerant? You gave me soy milk?
Listen to me, you wacko. Okay, Santa's not real, and I have run out of things to throw, so I'm gonna ask you really, really nicely to please leave.
Along with many other cast members, Allen returned as the unlikely Santa just in time for the holidays in 2022. And we can't deny it was good to see him back. Number 4. Bob Newhart and Ava Gabor as Bernard and Miss Bianca, The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under. Based on Marjorie Sharp's book series, 1977's The Rescuers follows 2 adorable yet courageous mice named Bernard and Miss Bianca.
Well, why don't you take the shortcut through the zoo?
Gee, Miss Bianca, I don't know. I mean, it could be risky.
Oh, come on. Remember our pledge? Through storm and rain and dark of night.
Never fail to do what's right.
As members of the Rescue Aid Society, the duo aims to free the helpless Penny from her treasure-seeking captors. It was one of Disney's most critically and financially successful films in quite some time. That meant it was only natural that a sequel would be made. In fact, it was actually the first Disney animated film to get a sequel. Following several theatrical re-releases of the first, The Rescuers Down Under was finally released in 1990. It featured almost an entirely new cast, but Newhart and Gabor made fantastic returns as Bernard and Miss Bianca.
I don't see any of that stuff on the map.
Well, a map's not good in the outback. What you really need is someone who knows the territory.
Oh, Mr. Jake, will you guide us?
At your service.
Number 3. Robin Williams as Genie, Aladdin and Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Williams delivered one of the best voice acting performances of all time as the charismatic genie in 1992's Aladdin.
Well, how about that, Mr. Doubting Mustafa?
Oh, you sure showed me.
However, he took a major pay cut on the condition that Disney not excessively rely on his voice and character in the marketing. When Disney defied that deal, Williams refused to sign on for the straight-to-video sequel, 1994's The Return of Jafar.
Did you miss me? Be honest. Take care of these, my good mammal. Careful, they're heavy. Hang on, I got souvenirs for everybody.
The character was instead voiced by Dan Castellaneta. When Joe Roth became the new Disney chairman, he issued a public apology to Williams in order to get him back for 1996's Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
And who's this coming on the lovely stretch camel? Oh, it's Cleopatra and Caesar, and they're bringing a salad. How wonderful. Oh, look, there's Osiris. Oh, Osiris! Osiris, can we have a word with you?
The legendary actor made our wishes come true with his return. Number 2. Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy as the Sanderson sisters. Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2. Released in 1993, Hocus Pocus chronicled the resurrection of 3 witches in modern-day Salem, Massachusetts.
We're home. Oh, sweet revenge. Do these to satisfy us work perfectly. No, that's because they weren't perfect.
While it wasn't initially a hit upon release, we still don't know why it was released in the summer. Word of mouth and annual Halloween viewings turned it into one of Disney's most beloved live-action films. It's hard to say if it would have become such a classic without the incredible chemistry between the 3 leads.
Shut up! It is but water! Most refreshing. You idiot! The boy has tricked us, and he's stolen the book! After him!
Each captured the uniquely zany personality of their character. Despite praise and the nostalgia that would take hold every Halloween season, Disney waited nearly 30 years to produce a sequel.
Delicious. Floral with a woodsy finish.
Tis tinkly, my favorite feeling. That means it's working.
Look, tis the face of a child.
It's too early to tell if Hocus Pocus 2 will become an annual watch like its predecessor, but we can safely say Midler, Parker, and Najimy haven't lost what makes the Sanderson sisters so engaging. Before we return to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Emilio Estevez as Gordon Bombay, the Mighty Ducks franchise, and Game Changers. He was a major part of the show's first season.
Sorry, I thought you said you weren't the coaching type. You used to coach the Ducks?
Yep, I coached the Ducks. It was a lifetime ago. Totally different now.
Justin Bartha as Riley Poole, National Treasure franchise, and National Treasure Edge of History. The comedic relief character gave the show serious street cred.
What is this place?
Sadusky's clue room, to that treasure we were asking you about.
Sadusky has a clue room? To a treasure? I don't understand. Why would he never tell us that?
Dean Jones as Jim Douglas, Herbie franchise. 15 years after starring in the series, he made a cameo in The Love Bug.
What was he like when you knew him?
Oh, he was everything we'd like ourselves to be. Loyal, giving, pure.
Jim Cummings as Winnie the Pooh franchise. The legendary animated voice of Pooh made a sweet return in live action.
What to do, what to do, what to do. What to do indeed. Pooh? Christopher Robin. No!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. James Earl Jones as Mufasa, The Lion King, The Lion Guard, Return of the Roar, and The Lion King. When Disney remakes one of its animated movies, it typically recasts a majority of the roles. Thankfully, they understood that if you can get James Earl Jones back, you better. He lent his deeply iconic voice to 1994's The Lion King as Mufasa.
A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
The king of the Pride Lands tries to guide his son before he's infamously betrayed by his brother Scar. Jones appeared briefly in the 1998 straight-to-video sequel. He didn't voice Mufasa again until the 2015 TV film The Lion Guard, Return of the Roar.
The roar of the elders is very powerful.
I know, and that's why I'm thinking I shouldn't use it again. I'm worried that I might turn into Scar.
Jones delighted fans when he returned to Pride Rock for the 2019 remake of the original movie. He still carried the regal dignity and booming cadence that made him so memorable in the first place.
You must take your place in the circle of life.
I can't.
You must remember who you are, the one true king.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.